Hello, so welcome to day number 18. I don't have too much to report today. I had floor time at my real estate office. I'm a real estate agent for Century 21 Coyote, located in Orlando, Florida. So I did floor time in the afternoon, pretty uneventful afternoon. We had a lot of rain going on. Also did a couple courses and did some work this morning. So pretty much that's it. I don't have very much at all to report. Um, I know about like focus and all that. I was talking to someone who today who is doing the former business that I used to do, which is dropshipping, and he's hiring a lot of the virtual assistants that I had hired previously, and that's great for them. But he was trying to give me some advice, and he was trying to tell me that, I'm doing all these different things that I should be focused. And I think there really is truth to that. I think there's a lot of truth to that. And I really am. I'm trying to give myself, I'm not trying, I'm committed to giving myself peace of mind to not be spread out all over the place. However, having said that, I don't regret the fact that I've tried many different things because it's really helped me find my place. The thing about dropshipping is it's not a sustainable type of business model. The person who introduced me to dropshipping is no longer really doing it. And that person is continuing to make courses about it. I think he does it to a much limited extent, but he doesn't do the type of dropshipping that I was doing and that I had good success with. So it's just not a sustainable business model. It really isn't. You can make good money with it. It's like anything else. I mean, some people will do really good at it, and other people won't. And this gentleman who I purchased this course from, he had this meetup in South Florida, and I went to meet up with him and a bunch of other students taking his course. And apart from like one other person, of course, when I'm making these videos, the dog's only going to bark when I'm making the videos. But when I was at this meetup, me and another person were the only two people besides the instructor that were actually doing what the course implemented. All the other people in the classroom were just people who had bought the course, or maybe they were looking to get into it, or they were pontificating about it, or thinking about it. But very few people take action. It's the same way. I mean, I'm a coach with Zen Arbitrage and book selling on Amazon. I continue to do that. That's had success for me. And it's the same thing. Coach people, and they don't have an Amazon account, or they're not ready, or they have some other kind of hang up or difficulty, or they don't get started. They're just more into information gathering mode, and they don't take appropriate action. So I think a lot of it is, okay, sometimes you just have to find your path, and sometimes it's a collection of different methodologies that get you to where you want to be. You have to try different things. You have to fail repeatedly. And it's like there's many different ways to do this, to get there. But, for each of us, the way that I make a lot of money may not be the way that you make money, right? Because the way you make money may be completely different. We're both different people. That's why any kind of income opportunity or business opportunity, there's always a disclaimer that it's all about your knowledge, skills, and abilities and what you bring to the table. And you might be very surprised. You might have a skill set that the vast majority of people don't have, that you weren't even cognizant about. You didn't even really know about it. But it's there, and it's like you just have to discover what that skill set is. So sometimes you have to put yourself in, and you have to try a variety of different things to find your path. Now, I think there is credibility to saying that if you do try to take on too much, you can do really good at a couple of things, or you could do really poorly at many things. it might be in your best interest to just settle on a couple of things. And I was even thinking today about a friend of mine. This is what got me, what really has me interested in remote wellness. I know that remote wellness works, being a wellness coach, because when I was in Thailand, there was a gentleman. Now he was doing a little bit of remote coaching, but he was a life coach. He didn't call himself a wellness coach. He called himself a life coach, and he worked out of an office of of a medical clinic, but he did talk to patients. We didn't call them patients, clients, um, virtually and in person. But he only worked about 20, 25 hours a week, right? So he worked about maybe 4 days a week, and maybe only about 5 hours a day. Um, you know, 5, 6 hours a day, if that. So his lifestyle was, get up in the morning, meditate, go walk on the beach, you know, work out in the gym, enjoy life, go have a couple of beers, eat well, travel, explore, build personal relationships. And his time that he was actually working was just focused on a limited number of clients for a limited period of time. And he made substantially less money than I did at the job that I was doing over there. I was working like crazy. And I made more money than him, but he was living 3 blocks from the beach where he was living in Thailand, not not in the capital, but he had a nice seaside community. He was living 3 blocks from the beach, and his rent was $400, less than $400 a month for a furnished apartment, 3 blocks from the beach. And he was able to just work 20, 25 hours a week, and he was at total peace with himself. And with remote wellness is that with the coaching, what they're talking about is they have people who are doing 6 figures, and they're doing it like not in a completely full-time time span. There's an investment of time in that, of course, but really leveraging the time so that they're successful, and they don't have to be stressed out. Like they can enjoy life. They can take life at a leisurely pace, and that's more important. I think that's more important than anything else about making money. It's like it's no point if you make all the money in the world, but you don't have any time to enjoy it. What's the point? And there's a guy on YouTube that I know. I got coaching from this other guy. He's a very big success on eBay. He's like one of the top sellers on eBay. Lives in California, and he brags that he has a car fully paid for. He has no bills. He's got a child, an infant child, and a wife. He's got no bills, making all this money, but the guy works like 12 hours a day. And I guess at some point he plans on retiring. He's like, yeah, I think he said at some point he's going to retire, but nobody's promised it tomorrow. What if he were to drop dead today? And he's working and working and working, and just got this different mindset. And he's talking down to me like I'm doing it wrong. Well, that may be so, but I'm gonna live a little bit. I want to enjoy things because I don't know how much time I have left. When you get to be my age and you get to see people and you get to know people, who are not with us anymore, that I outlived, or that I knew that were alive and they're dead now, it becomes really real. It's like, okay, what was the point? What was the point of you, just saving every single thing and not being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor, right? It sounds to me like 12 hours a day, and dealing with used merchandise, and dealing with storage lockers and the heat and the elements and getting all that together. That's a lot of stuff. Well, that's my opinion. I think there's a nice balance to it. So everybody's got their own opinions, right, on what we all have to live with the consequences and accept responsibility for our actions. But that's my take on it, is that sometimes you do have to try a variety of different things to see what's going to work. Right now I'm doing the real estate. I'm not, I'm a little bit like, okay, we had a little bit of real estate training today. It takes years. It sometimes takes a couple of years to get really rolling with it. You have to build up contacts, you have to build up a reputation, and you have to build up credibility. And there's things you can do in the interim, but it often takes years. It's not like an overnight success. And oftentimes you have to figure things out on your own, and sometimes it can be a little bit discouraging, and the answers are not forthcoming. So everything has its positives and negatives. You just got to find the right opportunities that's right for you. And just because somebody else, a long way, 11 minutes into this, I didn't expect to be this long. A long way for me to say is that just because it works for someone else doesn't mean it's going to work for you. And the converse of that is true. It's like, just because it didn't work for someone else doesn't mean it won't work for you. It's just one of those things that you have to see for yourself, and see if and go through that process and see if it's right for you. All right, so I've talked long enough. Thanks for watching, and I will talk again soon.